Caloroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Princess Anne and the Duchess of Edinburgh, Sophie, are having a lighthearted competition over who can claim the title of hardest working royal. According to the official court circular and the royal diary for this month, Princess Anne is currently in the lead with an impressive 75 engagements compared to Sophie's 9. However, insiders note that Sophie's schedule will pick up with upcoming engagements in Malta and other visits not yet listed, though her total won't come close to overtaking Anne's busy agenda. A source close to the royals revealed Anne and Sophie can see the funny side of it and the race is on. Last month, Sophie was in the lead, but it looks like Anne will trounce her in October. The competition comes on the heels of Sophie significantly increasing her royal engagements, nearly doubling her September activities from the previous year, handling close to 40 engagements. Sophie, often dubbed the firm's secret weapon, has stepped up her royal duties this year, especially with both King Charles and Princess Anne having been out of action at different times due to health issues. In contrast, Princess Anne, long recognized as one of the hardest working members of the royal family, has kept up her rigorous schedule. After recovering from an injury in June, she represented King Charles at the 80th anniversary of the Battle of Arnhem and continues her non-stop royal workload. Despite the friendly rivalry, both royals remain committed to their duties, supporting the monarchy through engagements at home and abroad, proving once again that when it comes to work ethic, these two are leading by example. Toronto-based royal author and historian Carolyn Harris explained, Sophie is playing a very important role for the royal family because this has been a difficult year for King Charles III and his immediate family. The Duchess's recent engagements have been diverse and impactful. One week, she was in Tanzania, recognizing progress in the fight against a preventable and blinding eye disease. The following week, she was closer to home in Surrey, west of London, supporting people with multiple disabilities, visiting a community centre for a stay-and-play session with parents and children, and even cuddling a rescue chicken named Stumpy at an animal sanctuary. Sophie's efforts in addressing preventable blindness have been particularly noteworthy. During her recent visit to Tanzania, she delivered a message on behalf of King Charles, commending efforts to rid the country of trachoma, an eye disease that can lead to irreversible blindness. Craig Prescott, a constitutional expert and lecturer in law at Royal Holloway University of London, commented on her efforts. This is a perfect example of what a member of the royal family can do. This is an issue that if you talk to anyone, it would be, yes, that seemed like a really good issue, but it's one which doesn't capture public attention. Sophie and her husband, Prince Edward, have long been known for their busy royal schedules. Harris noted, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh have been very crucial to the monarchy's public image. Those who met Sophie often praise her empathy and warmth. After her visit on September 25th, the Hale Community and Youth Centre said on its blog, it really was a very special day. Harris added, Sophie's widely admired for being a very warm, approachable figure and for taking an interest in all aspects of her public engagements. Looking ahead, Harris expects Sophie's profile to continue to increase. She also noted growing public interest in Sophie's fashion choices, saying, we're starting to see a lot of interest in Sophie's fashions to a degree that perhaps might not have been predicted previously. Sophie will need to work hard to keep up with Princess Anne. Recently, a 95-year-old man who restored his father's classic car received an award from the Princess Royal. Mr. Stern's journey began when he was researching his father's old car to create a 3D model. Serendipitously, he discovered the actual car up for auction in 2020, albeit in poor condition. Despite its state, Mr. Stern and his wife decided to purchase it for £6,000 due to its sentimental value. Mr. Stern's daughter, Samantha McGarry, shared how her father's car was on display, so he was happy to show it off and talk about his work with like-minded enthusiasts. We're also proud of him. The princess was very gracious, interested in all the restoration projects, and took time to chat with each of the award winners individually. She appeared quite interested in Dad's story. Princess Anne's Gatcombe Park estate in Gloucestershire reflects her deep love for animals, a passion she likely inherited from her mother. The 700-acre property houses a variety of animals, including English bull terriers, horses, sheep, pigs, chicken, and cattle. Hello took a look at the Princess Royal's private living room, which is filled with animal-themed decor. A 2021 photograph shared on the royal family's Instagram page offered a glimpse into this cozy space, showing Princess Anne and her husband, Sir Timothy Lawrence, watching television. The room features numerous equestrian-related items, including horse sculptures made of porcelain, china, and crystal. A racehorse figurine stands prominently on a bookshelf alongside a painting of cattle. Other animal motifs include a greyhound figurine and the couple's dog bed near the TV. Princess Anne has expressed her gratitude for country living. In her 2020 guest editor's letter for Country Life magazine, she wrote, "Every year, month and day, I realize how fortunate and privileged I am to have grown up and spent most of my life in the countryside. It's not only the space and appreciating the seasons, the wildlife, the plant life, the arable crops and the livestock, but most importantly, it's the people who live and work there and understand the complexity of their environment. I have lived at Gatcombe for more than 42 years. We were not looking for a farm, but it has been a real privilege to try to work with what we have. Ours is an organic, extensive grass enterprise, usually complicated by running the Horse Trail Championships in early August." In a BBC documentary, Princess Anne shared her late mother, Queen Elizabeth II's concerns about dying at Balmoral, believing it might cause additional complications. However, Princess Anne reassured her that it shouldn't be a factor in her decision. According to the Times assistant editor Kate Manzi, speaking on the Royals with Roya and Kate podcast, the Princess Royal was quick to ease her mother's worries, telling her, "Just do what you want to do. It's fine." Balmoral, a cherished royal residence since 1852 when it was bought by Prince Albert, held special significance for the Queen, but it was also a place where specific plans were in place, such as Operation Unicorn, should she pass away in Scotland. The late monarch worried about the potential complications of dying there, but Princess Anne and others assured her that the personal wishes were what truly mattered. Reflecting on it, Princess Anne said they had persuaded her mother that her concerns shouldn't dictate where she chose to spend her final days. Ultimately, Queen Elizabeth passed at Balmoral in September 2022, and the royal family smoothly implemented the detailed plans in place, ensuring the transition and mourning period were handled as anticipated, whether in Scotland or elsewhere. Palace Intrigue will be right back. Balmoral Castle, King Charles Highland Retreat, is offering a royal culinary experience to the public with a £250 per head estate-to-table dining event. For those eager to dine like royalty, the 7-course meal will feature locally sourced dishes such as smoked salmon, venison loin, and treacle tart crafted by the Balmoral chefs. Limited to just 10 guests per night, these exclusive events will take place over 7 Friday nights in November and December, complete with live music, a castle tour, and paired wines. Upon arrival, guests will be greeted by a traditional piper before embarking on a tour through 7 rooms of the castle, each inspiring a course on the menu. The event, held in the castle's recently redesigned restaurant, promises to be a memorable experience, highlighting the estate's finest produce, including meat, fish, and vegetables. The high demand for Balmoral experiences is no surprise. Earlier this year, tickets for summer tours sold out within hours, with the website even crashing due to traffic. For those who miss out on this lavish dinner, the castle grounds will still be open to the public free of charge during the winter season. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice, and leave us a review or some stars if you're enjoying the show. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.